Oh, 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 what's this? Oh, it's so confusing, huh? Oh, oh, ah. Yes, today it's going to be a little bit technical with a little bit of math. But if you get through this, you know exactly what to do to reach your real estate goals. Let's get started. Okay guys, and welcome again here at PropCoach. Of course with Coach Taco, like always, coming to you with the latest trends, updates, education, and everything else that we do at PropCoach to help you, the real estate professional, succeed in his real estate career. And one of the questions that we get a lot is all about goals, goal setting. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to do and usually skipped by a lot of agents when they join the real estate industry. But goal setting is, of course, by far one of the most important things. If you don't have any direction, if you don't know where you're going, you're going to be lost very soon, right? It's with everything. So goal setting is like your map, it's like your direction in real estate, right? And today I just want to cover like 5 questions you need to ask yourself to basically achieve your real estate goals. And there's many different areas that we can look at, right? But I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, that is money. Yeah, because money is really the one thing that most of us are in real estate for. We just want to make more money. We want to make a little bit more commission. We want to build a life for ourselves that creates freedom, that creates meaning, that creates a lot of happiness. And yes, money is a very important indicator in that. I'm not saying that money is everything, but money is an important part of our real estate business. So let's start about talking about your money goals, right? What 5 questions you need to ask yourself in order to understand what to do to reach your real estate goals. Okay, let's go through the 5 questions first. And then I'm going to give you a little simple trick in how the 3 first questions can also answer the last 2 questions, if you will. If you don't get this immediately, watch this video a couple of times until you actually know what it is that you have to calculate to get towards your ultimate real estate goals. Okay, let's get started. The first question you need to ask yourself is very simple. How much do you want to make as your ultimate income in 1 year? So how much do you want to have in your pocket? 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 1 million, 1 gazillion, I don't care. That is simply where it all starts. That is your destination. You say to yourself, for example, and I'll put that example here, in the example here with us here today, I'll just say 200,000. But maybe for you it's more, maybe it's a little bit less. Whatever it is, it's never a wrong answer. Whatever level you're comfortable with, right? So the second question that you need to ask yourself is, in the area that I'm working, with the property prices in those areas, what is my average property price? So I give you an example. If in your area the prices are between the 400,000 and the 600,000, your average property price is obviously 500,000. Does that make sense? Why that is important, we will come back to that a little bit later. And the third and very important question you need to ask yourself, question number 3, is what is your commission rate? How much commission are you getting? Now, before you say, 2%, or you say, oh no, wait, 3%. No, I'm talking about the commission directly to you as an agent, because most companies all around the world, they work with a commission split. What means there is a split that goes to the agency, and there's a split that goes to the agent, to you. So let's say in our example, we use 2% total, but from the 2%, 70% goes to the agent. So that means from the 2%, 70% is 1.4%. Now, let's recap this a little bit, right? For our example, we have 200,000 income, and we have let's take a property average price of 500,000. Yes? You sell about 500,000 worth of real estate, right? And then you have 1.4 in commission. So you have answered the first 3 questions. Congratulations! You're already more than halfway there. Over the half already. Now you have to answer the last 2 questions. Now how do you answer the last 2 questions? Is by using the first 3 questions, Do a little calculation and you will get the answer of the last two questions. Now, what are those last two questions? The most important questions that I know for any real estate agents. How many presentations do you need to do every week? And how many calls do you need to do for that every week? Prospecting calls. Do you know what I mean? So if you know these two numbers, now you have a very clear goal in your business for every single week, what you need to do to reach that number of, in my case, 200,000. Does that make sense? So how do you make this calculation? Very simple. Now, I'm going to slow down here a little bit because I need you to take a pen and a piece of paper and write this down. Write down your income, my case 200,000, your property average price, my case 500,000, and your commission 1.4%. Now, I want you to do the following. I want you to take the property average price and do this times your commission. So in my case, I do this 500,000 times 1.4%. The outcome of that is basically your average commission per deal. Yes? And you take that outcome basically, and then you do a second calculation where you take your income, in my case 200,000, and you divide it by your commission per deal that you just calculated. And the outcome of that is basically the amount of deals that you have to make every year to reach your income level. Did you follow that? So again, you take the property average price times your commission, that gives you the outcome of your commission per deal, and then you take your total income and you divide it with that commission per deal. And that will give you a number that basically will show you how many deals do you have to make every year. Wow, now you have okay, now I know how many deals I have to make every year. Now, whatever your number is, it's perfectly fine because every situation is different. Like I said, this is not a test. This is your personal goal setting. Now, we're going to take that number, that outcome, the amount of deals you have to make every year. And now comes the magic. Now you're going to figure out the fourth question is presentations. How many presentations do you have to make? So you take that outcome and you do that times 15. Yes, 15 times 15. Let me explain to you why. All around the world, it's recognized that an average agent should be able to close 1 out of 15 viewings or 1 out of 15 presentations. So if you can close 1 out of 15 presentations, what is quite a lot, you're being considered an average agent. So let's say your outcome was about, let's say, 10 deals a year. You do 10 times 15, that means you need to do 150 presentations. Does that make sense? Yeah, so at the end of the day, if you make that calculation right, you get your outcome of how many presentations you actually have to do. If you do it times 15, does that make sense to you? Okay, and now you take that outcome, yes, of your amount of presentations, and then you move it one more down, and now we're going to reach out how many calls. How many calls do you have to make to basically get 1 presentations? And that one you do again times 10. So for every 10 calls you make, you should be able to make 1 presentation or 1 viewing for every 10 calls you make. That is also considered the average globally of how many times you need to call. Now this can be different for many countries, but we took an easy calculation, an average of 10. So now you see, now you have an outcome of how many presentations, and now you have an outcome of the amount of calls that you have to make. Okay, as you can see, right, this is based on, an example that I just given you. But like I said, your numbers could be different, but if you want to look at it again, see the example again, just pause the video, go back 3 steps and pause the video again and make that calculation for yourself. Because if you can answer those 5 levels within your goal setting, now you have a very clear direction of how many calls do you have to make, how many presentations you have to make, and how does that actually link up with your income, right? Now, I get a lot of questions from people, right? And they ask me, but Taco, listen, what if, those 15, like the amount of presentations I have to do times 15, what if that 15 is much higher for me? It's way higher, it's not 20. I don't close 1 in 15, I close 1 in 20, or I do 1 in 50. Very good. Now you have identified for yourself that you have to start working on your presentation skills. You have to start working on your sales skills, your relationship, prospecting skills, because you are not able to live up to the expectations of 1 to 15. 1 to 15, again, is the average that an agent should be closing. 1 out of 15 presentations. So if it's for you 1 in 20, 1 in 50, maybe 1 in 100, buy every sales book, look at all our YouTube videos again on sales, on relationship building, on presentation skills, because that is a part that you need to master. And also if you have like, I'm making 10, 100 calls a day, I'm not able to set an appointment, great! Now you have identified that you have to do some skill building in that area, making phone calls, or what we like to call it, PropCoach, opportunity calls. So again, this was a calculation for you today. And yes, before we started this video today, we were like, are we going to do this? Shall we make this video? It's kind of complicated. And we said to each other, no. We really believe that goal setting is one of the most important things to start with in your career, because that gives you the direction in where you want to go. So if you have an idea of what is going to be your ultimate income level, and you can break that down in how many presentations and how many calls you have to do every week, that is going to give you really the roadmap to your own success. So again, if you didn't get it or you need more help with the calculation, hey, feel free to reach out to us. We will be happy to go through it again with you. Leave it in the comment box below here on our YouTube channel, or visit our website propcoach.co and chat with us there on the website, and we'll be happy to take you through that calculation again, because trust me, once you have that already, your career is ready to start growing and set for really, really good work. Okay. I hope this really helped this video. Thank you so much for watching again. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, right? Because we'll be doing a video every single week helping you in your real estate career to grow and to become a real professional real estate agent as you wish to be, of course, right? Thank you so much for watching again today, and I hope to see you again next week.